Namaste everyone. Today I am going to tell you about the wind and its movement. To understand the wind and its movement, air pressure is necessary. That's why I am showing you together the air pressure and the wind movement. In the previous video, I have already given you about the air pressure. So we will correlate it with the wind. As water moves from high area to lower part, similarly, wind also moves from high pressure to low pressure. So, it was known to us near the equator, it is the area of low pressure, and near 30 to 35 degree, this is the area of high pressure. So, wind moves from high pressure from 30 to 35 degree towards the equator, that is the low pressure. So while moving from 30 to 35 degree and to equator, it moves from the direction that is north easterly, and as we know the wind starts from the direction, it gets its name from the starting direction. So the wind starts from the northeast, that is why the name of the wind is northeasterly. I think this is clear to you. Similarly, in the southern hemisphere, between 30 to 35 degrees south, this is the area of high pressure zone, and wind moves from 30 to 35 degrees south latitude to equator, so it is moving in this direction. In this direction means it is moving from southeast. So the name of this wind, will be southeasterly. So I think it's clear to you. Let us go to the next. In the north, between 30 to 35 north to 60 and 65 north, it is known to us that 30 is the high pressure belt and 60 is the low pressure belt. So again wind is blowing from high pressure to low pressure in this direction. In this direction means which direction? It is moving from southwest. This direction is shown over there. So it is moving from southwest. So the name of the wind will be southwesterly. Similarly, in the southern hemisphere, from 30 to 60, it's known to us that 30 contains the high pressure belt and 60 is the area of low pressure belt. So the wind is blowing in this direction. Again, in this direction means it is blowing in this direction, means it is blowing from northwest. So the name of the wind will be northwesterly. I think this is also clear to you. Let us see about the polar region. From the pole, it blows from a point in both the side, so these winds were named as easterly. In the north, it is known as easterly. Again, in the south also, it is known as easterly. Now the another most important thing is that you are minding that the wind coming the northeasterly towards the equator and also the southeasterly towards the equator, they both get heated and moves vertical towards upward. So this area is totally calm. So this calm area is known as doldrum. Again, in the northern hemisphere, between 30 to 35 the direction of wind is in opposite. It is opposite. So again, 30 to 35 in the north and in the south, both the where this area is again calm. This calm area is known as horse latitude. Again, let us see between 60 to 65 this area is again the two opposite currents were coming together. This is cold winds and these are the hot winds, and they both are coming towards each other. That's why this area is known as front. In the south also, the cold winds and the hot winds, they are coming towards each other. That's why these areas were known as front. The another important thing regarding this wind, the wind is these winds were moving on the earth's surface. I want to tell you one more thing. The wind moving whether on the earth's surface or on the ocean surface or on the upper air, as upper air circulation, it everywhere it moves from high pressure to low pressure. The surface wind here, it is moving from 30 to 35 degree towards the equator, get heated, moved upward vertically, and then it is moving as upper air circulation, and when it cools down again came to the same point. Similarly, in all the latitudes it moves as earth's movement of the earth surface, and then it moves vertical upward, and then again back to the same place. You can see this thing is going on everywhere on the globe. One more thing I would like to tell you regarding wind once again, that wind always moves from high pressure to low pressure. Where it is moving, it doesn't matter, but the high pressure to low pressure, this is very much important for the movement of the air. Thank you. Today we have done only this much. In next class we will discuss some new thing.